Okay, good morning, kitties. Today, welcome, whatever, take two. Welcome to another exciting episode of the original Red Pill Show. Today is Thursday, January 16th, 2020. This show is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Please use at your own risk. Show is copyrighted by moi. No part of it. What? It never, ever, never, ever, never, never fails. What? This show is copyrighted by moi. No part of it can be reused, rebroadcasted in any way, shape, or form without my written consent, or you can just ask. This show is copyrighted. I said that. Fuck, put the phone down, Tim. This show is opinionated. Under no circumstances whatsoever. Look at that, I'm fucking up. This show is opinionated. The host especially, shit, what do I say? Wow. This show is opinionated. Under no circumstances whatsoever should opinions be taken as advice. If you are seeking professional advice, we strongly encourage you to, that's not what I say either. That was the end of it. This show is opinionated. That's why I do it. The host especially even get his head out of his ass. Callers 815 what is it? 209-290. Let me look at my own frickin' webpage. 290-0912. People that are naughty in the chat room cause guests. Jesus. This is going to go down. Yeah, I'm having issues this morning. God damn it. Ugh. You know, I haven't drank or anything in 3 weeks. Maybe that's a problem. My brain's like, what the fuck, man? I can't handle this shit. So you're not going to be able to talk. Callers, guests, etc. are and always will be opinionated. Under no circumstances whatsoever should opinions be taken as advice. If you are seeking professional advice, don't look here. We strongly recommend you to hire a license if required person in his or her field there, little Tommy. Hey, man. No. That's his name. Broadcasting live on Freedom Revolution Network and the lovely little town of Loveland, Colorado. Well, at least for one time, the iPad soundboard worked, but me, no. Fuck. What is wrong? Hello? Hello? Anybody home? Is anybody there? Gonna have to get checked into the loony bin or get my brain checked. Wow. All right, so whatever. I blame it on not being awake or still asleep. How come this windscreen keeps sliding down? Am I pushing it with my big fat lips? Oh, yes. I just love touching big round black things with my lips and pressing on them. Okay. So what's going on? Good morning. It's Thursday, which is my Friday for me. I don't know if you saw that, Melissa, but I have a meeting tomorrow I have to go to by 7. It's an hour away in Inglewood, so I got to be there. I got to leave at least by 6. So this is my Friday. So if you want to do the show, knock your shit out and have fun. 18 participants. All right, I have to comment on this chat crap. First of all, I like it. It's very cool. I like the wait a minute, I gotta share my show on Twitter for a second. Hang on a minute. La, 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 la. There you go. Very cool. I like this. It's a pain in the ass to register, but you said I'm getting an email, Melissa, so that's cool. So I'm in as a guest right now, but it has all the separate shows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different chat rooms titled by each stupid ass show on the Freedom Revolution Network. Yes. Very cool. So is there really 16 people fucking listening to us? I don't think so. Is there? La la. What is all of this now? Comments in my room. Whatever. I guess eventually there's going to be a learning curve figuring this out. I thought I was just talking to you, Melissa. What the? Wait, you're up there. So what's this? All right, so mine is on my page, and then down here. See, I clicked on the original Red Pill Show down here. There's a bunch of comments. They have no fucking idea where these are from. These must be from last night. They're dated. Whatever. It's cool. But why are they chatting in my room? Are you typing? What? You got a voicemail again? Fuck. Don't surprise me. Okay, let me load. Let me load voice again. Boy, it's just going to be a great fucking day today, ain't it? By the way, oh, this shit's gone. What's next? I lose all my Bitcoin? Because I lose my fucking key? Ooh, it's loud. Okay. Turn that down just a skosh. Just a little. Because I like my hearing. La, 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 la. No, I shouldn't have checked it. Wow. Gmail. gmail.com. Yay. Fuck. I'm going to go get an IQ test. I'm sure I'm a dumbass. Here we go. Mr. Parsons, you have an IQ of 90. It's dropped quite a bit. It's the show. It's too much stress, man. The shit never works. I can't figure out the fucking chat room. And Melissa calls in sick. And I'm going to miss tomorrow. I can't take it no more. It's too much anxiety. Where's my pot, man? Hang on. Okay. All right. Try it again, Melissa. I feel like I'm trying to fix my car. Try it again. Start it up. Let's see what happens. Call in. I'm waiting. 4 missed calls. Huh. Okay. La, 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 la. As I'm waiting. And Bitcoin is 86.80. Uh-oh. 76. It's dropping. Well, keep an eye on that, kids. So, I don't know. I've beat that with the dead horse. La, la. Ha, 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 ha. Try it again, Sam. Try it again. I can't see with these goddamn glasses on. Try it again. Hello. Try it again, Sam. La, 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 la. It's broken. No disassemble. Doesn't work. Fuck, whatever. Okay. You know what? I'm going to try it. I'm great. This is really a bad time to be fucking texting me on my phone. Da, 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 da. 815-290-0912. Yeah, it's working. There's me. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, hello.
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 Yeah, I just want
Yeah, I just want to say your show fucking sucks.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, there you go. Thank you very much. So it works. So I don't know. Whatever. Okay, well then I'm just going to keep going. So what's new? Nothing. Really? Actually pretty boring. But I can't wait for warm weather. And it's still dark out. But the sun is rising and setting longer, which means the days are getting longer. Or later, I should say. Longer. So I can't wait for that. Oh, there she is. Now my mouse ain't going to work. Holy fuck. Hello, thank you calling massage parlor. Me love you long time. Hello.
Good morning.
I don't think so. Good morning.
Rough morning, but good morning.
Nothing's working. Damn it. But including me, actually. What is it? Do I need a shot of something or I don't know. I'm trying to be good and it's not working. It's fucking up my head.
I couldn't tell you what your problem was this morning. It was quite entertaining, though.
Well, I don't have a significant, is it? I don't have a significant other to tell me. You're just being an asshole. Okay, thank you, dear. Yes, dear. I don't know. I always love constructive criticism. It's weird. You know, my best day this week has been Monday.
That's kind of scary.
Isn't it? That's what fucked everything up. So the next time that happens, because Mondays suck no matter what. They're just like, oh my God, can we get this over with, please? But no, I had a great day on Monday. So I think that was kind of a warning sign that the rest of the week is just going to be fucked up. Sorry. Apparently so.
It's definitely been an interesting week so far.
Well, I know. And then you pulled a Tim, so you didn't show up yesterday. Slept late, whatever you did.
Oh, I couldn't believe that.
Nah, it happens. Fucking don't worry about it.
I forgot to plug my phone in.
We're just going to write you up, and, that's one strike, and you get 3 strikes. And if you do it again 2 more times, you're fired. How's that sound? Fair enough? Huh? I'd
rather have a spanking.
If you want additional punishment, that's entirely your choice. So, whatever floats your boat. So anyway, speaking of all that, you've been busy. I mean, were you in the chat room like all day yesterday? And I like the chat room. It's really cool.
Yeah. Ron has a lot of very loyal followers.
Is that Ron's show?
They hang out in his chat room like literally all day long.
Well, that's what it's supposed to do. People are supposed to continue yeah, and it becomes its own entity, and actually, it becomes quote unquote its own show because it keeps going. It's nuts.
Oh yeah, it was awesome all day long yesterday while I was working on stuff and trying to get things working right. I was chit-chatting with some of his followers all day yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw some of the frustrations too and whatever, and I'm like, well, the video's choppy, and I saw one where it was echoing. I just saw it seemed like it was a venting thing, but it's all being worked out. People don't understand there's a learning curve and bugs, but I like that. You keep making better, refined improvements, and that's what it's all about. So that's cool.
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day we strive to be just a little bit better us.
Yeah, but how long did you have your ass in the chat room? All day?
Well, off and on. I mean, yeah.
Huh. Did you throw that up as of yesterday? Or 2 days ago?
I finally, okay, I put the chat room in like 2 days ago.
I hear your cat.
And then yesterday I figured out, yeah, he's noisy.
I hear him.
He's really noisy.
I'm going to have to send you a microphone.
that would be Buddy Cat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I hear him.
He's very, very vocal.
It's okay.
He's mad because he can't get into the bathroom right
Oh.
now.
Okay.
But yeah, I just found this chat program the other day, and I got it installed like right before Ron's show a couple days ago. And
right.
so nobody knew. I didn't even know how to log in yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw the chat. Go ahead.
Oh, I got the login stuff figured out. Apparently, it wasn't when people were registering. It wasn't sending out the email.
Yeah, I never got one.
So they had no way to actually log in.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna have to delete yours and redo it.
That's okay. Yeah, that's all right. I figured it out to get in there.
I got it all set up.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, the first day was just the chat box, and then yesterday I saw all of it organized by each show for a chat room for each show, which is really cool. Yeah. I like that. I never seen that before.
Yeah, and I accidentally, I didn't realize that, okay, we have an actual, like, public lobby type room.
Really?
And, yeah, and when I was going to make, I actually still need to fix this. When I was going to make all the different rooms for the chats, I went ahead and just changed the name of the public room to the original Red Pill. That's why you were seeing a bunch of really weird messages.
Yeah.
Because that was actually the public room, not your
Oh,
room.
I was going to say, holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah, at the moment there's 2 original Red Pills on there.
Oh.
But, there will only be one this afternoon.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, actually, I only see one, and that must still be the public one, besides the one that's on the show webpage that you and I are on right
now.
Well,
when you are actually on the show page,
yep.
It takes that chat room out of that list.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's why there's 2. You said there's... Okay. All right, because there's still one down there.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. You'll figure it out.
Right, that's actually the public chat room.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, because I double-clicked on that one. I'm like, what the fuck are all these people doing in here? Because it's just me and you right now. So now I get it now.
Yeah.
You're confused. I can fuck myself up. You're really fucking me up now. This is too confusing.
Well, the whole show is about making people think, right?
Not me though. That's my job to make you think. I never thought of that though. That's a pretty good point. Well, Tim, you're supposed to think too, dumbass. Yeah, I guess I am. Okay, so there you go. No, I like it though. I really think that I've seen a lot of chat rooms. Oh, just right by the way, there's no little sound things, which I like a lot. So, see, now somebody just wanted to do emergency management.
You have
what? You have the option?
Yeah.
Oh.
You have the option to turn your sound on and off now.
Good. Well, I'm leaving it off because it's too fucking distracting, I think.
Oh, it can be.
Yeah.
It really can be. At least it's not coconut.
Well, where is it? Oh, wait. There's the settings. So click on the settings thing. No, it's attach a file. How do I get the sound to turn on?
I gotta remember.
That's right.
I do not remember, actually.
Yeah, because all the settings button does. The settings just says attach a file, so I don't see any sound shit. But I don't really care right now.
I think I turned it off as the default, and I don't remember how to turn it back on.
Nah, it's no big deal. Yeah, it's not there, so you must have did that and forgot about it. So you just checked into Ron's show saying that we're live on this show with the little smart.
Yeah, because PamBeth's in there.
Yeah, that's because who?
PamBeth.
Who's that?
One of Ron's listeners who in there every morning with us.
Okay.
Yeah, she says good morning to us every morning.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, she coming in right now. What's this show about? That's a really good question. Still trying to figure it out. I don't know. Essentially, it's about waking up for people that are still asleep, and not because it's so fucking early, but trying to figure things out, like swallowing a red pill analogous to the Matrix, so you really see what's going on. Okay, it's a general morning show. It is. We chat about all kinds of things. That's true. And even when we do
that was the easiest way to explain it.
And even if we do have a topic, the chances of us talking about it are slim and none.
We try. We attempt it, but we get distracted.
Yeah, we're going on a week now
What
trying to
happens
talk.
when you have two easily distracted people trying to talk about a subject?
What'd you say? Hang on, my phone's ringing. Yeah, we've only been trying for, a week now to talk about hemp and marijuana and CBD oil.
At least that long now, yeah.
It's okay.
I think we talked about it for about 15 minutes one day.
Yeah, I think, and towards the end of the show, and we finally got to it. So, but that's what I like about this, spontaneous. And then wait till we get. So did you? I know you got enough shit going on because I didn't, and I could have. But did you talk to what's her name? Not Alyssa. Why do I say Alyssa? Alicia. About Skype?
No, actually, I did not.
God damn it. You know what? I quit. I can't get any support. Nothing works. Nobody does their job. This place sucks. Okay, there you go.
Oh, I know. I know. We drop the ball all the time. Man.
I know. Oh, my God. Oh, by the way, my video ain't working up live. Is that?
Yeah. I see that, and I'm not real sure why at the moment.
All right. Well, I don't really.
I fought with it for a few minutes.
I don't care. Yeah.
I still have the recording, so I'll be able to upload it.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm just saying. It's just feedback. I could really give a shit. I really don't looking at myself all the time anyway, but whatever. So it's weird. It's like looking in the mirror and you're talking and you see yourself talk. I have a lot of respect for actors or people that do stuff with the camera because it's just. I know they don't see themselves all the time, but it's just weird, when you're doing something in front of a camera. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do cameras.
Yeah. So what's Pam saying now?
Cameras
like something?
freak me out.
I heard enough. You guys suck. Goodbye. Okay. Right.
You guys are weird.
You guys are weird. What are you talking about? Besides nothing. Pretty much. Yeah, it's kind of like when people ask me what it's about, it's and not like I'm a huge Seinfeld fan, but it's a show about nothing really. But it's also a show to make you think. It's got it's kind of like a Saturday Night Live parody thing too, which when people, it drives me crazy when people think I'm actually serious all the time. And then we can get pretty deep into discussions too.
I used to.
So, what?
I used to think you were like really serious all the time.
That I was really serious?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Whenever I first met you, I had trouble trying to figure out like just how serious you were about things.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, see,
now I talk to you pretty much every day. So now I know that it's more just you're a lot like me and you just like to think. You like to think about things and you like to put things out there and make other people think, and I think that's cool.
Yeah, but for them to get that, because I would get that too if it was me and I listened to somebody like me and be like, wow, it's like this guy's.
Hell, dude.
Yeah, it's like really, but see, I go right in, just right at you, and I say it. To get people's attention, and apparently it does, but then they gotta you can't watch half the movie and leave and go, oh, that movie sucked. It's like, well, no, you didn't, or pick up a book and not read the whole thing. You gotta read the whole thing. So
right,
Because like I said, 90% of the shit I say, I don't agree with either. So.
Yeah, and it really throws people for a loop whenever you're like that.
Mm-hmm.
That I'd rather throw people for a loop than be boring. So.
Well, yeah, I consider, like you said, and there's other people too, not just here, and I'm not saying here or other places I've done this. It's like, well, what are we going to talk about, and what's the format? And you said yourself when you did this that you had a whole hour of material written in front of you, and it lasted, 15 minutes or something?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't do shows.
No, but see that, but that's my point. I don't have one piece of paper in front of me. Here, I'll share my camera, and I'm gonna have to realign it. But I don't have nothing in front of me. This is all ad lib from my head. And the last thing I want to do is listen to some talking head, which is enough on fucking television with what's going on and everything. Not to mention Facebook, but I don't want to be led into or steered into something that I really don't want to talk about. And I sure as shit don't want to hear someone talking about it on here or anywhere. I want it to be spontaneous. Yeah, because that's the best, because you never know what anybody's going to say, including me, or where it's going to go. I don't know where this show's going to end up, and I don't really care.
We've definitely we've gone over all kinds of interesting topics.
Right. So anyway, well, we should welcome Pam. I don't want to sound rude. PamBeth, is that her name? I'm one of Ron Tyler's followers, and I'm a science geek. Oh, really? Wow. So are you like a see, this is what I like, and I wish you could call in. So are you like a what's that?
I said we will get that call-in number working.
Yeah, just as soon as we're done talking about marijuana and hemp and CBD, that's when Skype will finally fucking work. So sorry. So anyway, are you a Darwinist? Are you a higher powered person, or thinking what science is a general term or topic? What's your thing there, Pam? Is it Pam? PamBeth? What does she want to be called? Pam?
I always just call her PamBeth because that's what her
name is. Yeah. Tim. Sorry. Whatever. Okay. So I don't know. Let's see. Let's drag her into this.
Yeah, she follows.
What?
She follows Ron, which he talks about the earthquakes and the volcanoes and the severe weather stuff.
Yeah, I popped in the other night and he was talking about California, asshole, and all the earthquakes around the geothermal plants with the turbines for electric and stuff. And I saw that part. And he's like, well, they're still turning, but when they stop turning, that's when we got to worry. And I'm like, uh-oh. So it was pretty fascinating. So
yeah, he really gets into the nitty-gritty of stuff too.
Well, that's fascinating. That's stuff you don't even know about, that there's geothermal plants and all that. I mean, that's Nikola Tesla technology. He's got that in his notes way back when he designed Niagara Falls and what's the Hoover Dam. Everything's based off of him from Niagara Falls for that type of power. I don't want to call it geothermal. Hydroelectric plants. That's what they are. Sorry.
That would be hydro.
Yeah. Duh. I am not awake yet. Don't get too technical for me. No, I know. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with me? I don't know. It's weird. I'm trying to get my sleep. I mean, I didn't sleep that good the other night, but then last night I slept pretty good. And I was doing boxing forever in the morning before I would do this, so I'm still like in that type of I don't know, mode, I guess. I'm ready to kick ass at 5 in the morning, not sit here and babble, so. But it's just a change. It's all a good change. I got to get used to. Just try to get
did you quit doing the boxing?
No, I do that at night. So I do this, I go to work,
okay.
I come home, I get my crap, I go to boxing, and then I come home and I eat, and then I usually make the mistake of laying on the couch, and then I'm freaking out. So, boy, she's typing a lot. What is she saying?
I don't know.
Huh. Well, it's going to be a long show if it takes 5 minutes for a response in the chat room. But whatever.
I did find out yesterday that quite a few people actually listen to us on mobile phones.
Really? She's a sci-fi fan. I love you. Don't take it personally. Like, that guy hit on me. He's an asshole. I'm filing a sexual harassment suit. No, I'm just saying I love you if you're a sci-fi fan. Oh, my God. One of my passions. Most women aren't, though. Are you? Melissa?
Me? Oh, I'm a geek. Hello.
No, I know you love Steven Tyler, but he's not Darth Vader, so that I don't get that part. But
I am an avid Star Trek fan. I am an avid Star Wars fan. I'm one of those geeks that I see the good in both sides. And I am like the ultimate geek. I love my sci-fi.
oh, and you know what? I don't like talking about her again, but real quick, forgive me. My ex-wife likes sci-fi too, but she liked the chick flick shit because every weekend we would go to the show. She's like, well, I want to see this. It's a movie, yeah. And it's a chick flick. I'm like, oh my God, can we get the fuck out of here? But, I never said that. But she liked the sci-fi and the action ones too, surprisingly. Which sci-fi and action, I think, are pretty close to the same. But it's just a different genre. It's combined. Because what sci-fi isn't action?
I like the really in-depth and, for lack of a better word, violent.
Really?
Yeah, I love the really gritty shows.
My
son and I used to test. We actually used to gauge some shows on how many deaths and how violent they were in, like, the intros to new shows.
Yeah.
Like Vikings had like 11 pretty violent deaths within like the first 2 minutes.
Oh, that's a violent fucking show. Vikings? Oh my God. Oh yeah. Wow.
I love that show.
I haven't watched it
sad right now.
My ex watched that. She was into it, and I just watched it because she did. But I really haven't seen it since. I think it was the first season when his wife or him leaves.
Yeah, the wife leaves, like I said.
The wife left, yeah, and she left her son or some shit like that too, right? Or did she take him? Yeah, she left her son. Yeah, that's the last thing I remember about that. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's pretty early on.
Well, all right, we have to dub or recognize PamBeth for being our first fan here. So I dubbed the first fan, and she is at the top of the list for the original Red Pill Show. She got to quit smoking pot. All right, yeah, she just listed. What's Whovian? What the fuck is that?
She's a Doctor Who fan.
Oh, okay. Well, I have mixed emotions on that one. I like Tom Baker, and anything beyond that, and then who's that David guy or something on the new one when it came out? I like that guy. His first name's David or something.
I'm on like season 5 of Doctor Who.
Because I know some chicks the doctor now, and actually I think every New Year's Eve they huh.
That kind of freaked me out, having a female Doctor Who. That I'm not sure I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but is she a female, or is she a female that thinks she's a male and she has transgender issues, or what? I mean, is she really a woman? See, now when I say that, people are like, oh, he's an asshole and he's insensitive. Well, apparently you don't listen to the show because we got into this a couple days ago.
Right.
So you're just going to have to go listen to the other shows before you call me an asshole, which wouldn't be the first time. So
she listed Outlander on there, and that's one that I need to take a break and watch it.
Me too.
I have not watched that one
What's
David Tennant? That's right.
Yeah. I like him. I don't know like Tom Baker. I love him too from the old. I mean, what was that in the late '60s or early '70s? Because I watched it on reruns in Chicago, pretty much right in high school. Somebody was like, "Oh, you got to watch Doctor Who," and I did. I go, "This show's fucking stupid," but you watch one too many, and you're like, "Whoa, okay, now I get it," and then you're hooked. So.
Yeah, I really wish the Daleks would go away because they really creep me out.
What did they say going
And
around?
you're going, what is that?
No, the Daleks. I get them. I'm trying to remember what they say. Exterminate, right? Is that what they say?
Yes, that's them. Yep, that's them.
They look like a freaking trash
can. They creep me
can.
the hell out.
Yeah, I get it. David Tennant.
Do you remember The Land Before Time?
Oh yeah, the real cheesy.
Back in the early 70s.
Yep, as a kid watching it. Yep.
The Daleks are the equivalent of the Slee Stacks to me.
Slee Stacks. Yep.
I hated them too.
The lizard things. Yep. I remember that. I remember. That's such a corny fucking show, man. But I watched it every Saturday, no matter what.
Oh heck yeah!
Yeah, it was cool.
No fail.
All right, so what's Loader? LOTR, or did she misspell that?
Lord of the Rings.
Oh, Lord of the Rings. Okay, so that's funny she mentioned that and Harry Potter because and Outlander too. Those three, I've never really gotten into it. Not from a lack of trying though. Outlander, I'll be honest, I don't think I watched one episode, but I will. So.
Yeah. Yeah, Lord of the Rings, I collect the books, I collect the movies. I love my Lord of the Rings.
See, now Stargate, I was never a huge fan, although it went at least 10 years, because Richard Dean Anderson to me is MacGyver. So I just really could never get into that, although it was a really good show. I watched it, but I like Stargate Atlantis. I like that one better. But then I really like Stargate when Ben Browder took over for Richard Dean Anderson because I'm a huge Farscape fan, which nobody seems to be. So, did you ever watch that?
Oh, I love the original Stargate movie. Is like one of my top favorites.
Oh no, with Kurt Russell. Yeah, that's great. And the guy that's in Black something now, don't even look the same anymore. Daniel, who played Daniel in the movie? I forget his name. It's Trivia Day.
I can't remember.
That's too fucking early. I know, but that guy. So
for trivia, my brain doesn't go to trivia yet.
it's just.
I'm like sitting here trying to think of one of my favorite actors, and I can't.
I know.
Think of his name right now.
Yeah, I know, exactly. And he's your favorite actor.
Blacklist. And,
Blacklist, right? That guy.
Boston Legal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Playing the secretary. He's like one of my favorite actors.
Oh, God, I'm going to fucking look it up because it's driving me nuts. Actor Blacklist. Is it Blacklist or Blacklisted?
Blacklist. If you look up Boston Legal.
He's in that too?
He's been in so many movies over the years too. And I just am completely drawing a blank on his name right now.
James Spader.
That's him. Yep.
I win.
That's him.
Yeah, okay.
I will watch just about anything with him in it.
Blacklist. Yeah, she's saying all this stuff. And I'm still looking at her list up here. Sorry about that, PamBeth. I'm still looking at your list here. Yeah, Marvel. Yeah. Well, I brought up it's too many shows. I brought up Farscape because there's an actress in there named Claudia Black. Look her up, and she's Aaron's son. She's a badass black leathered bitch, peacekeeper in there, and it's like what a beautiful, talented, highly underrated actress ever. I mean, it's so sad. I don't agree with her political points and gun control, but I'm going to leave that out of this because I'm going way back before even that stuff came out, and I'm like, wow. I go, you are just so fucking talented. I don't know why. She should be up there with like, all the mainstream, $20 million. The woman from Pretty Woman. What's her name? Julie. The fuck is he? I can't think.
Roberts.
That's it. Thank you. I knew you came on for a reason. Fuck, I can't. Whatever I can't remember, you remember, and what I can't remember, you remember. So that's good. But yeah, she's right up there. I mean, she's just like,
yeah.
And I don't know why. Maybe she didn't sleep with the right people. I don't really fucking know. She's from Australia, but she's been on shows, but she never really broke out into the recognition of like, oh my God, she's freaking awesome. And she is very talented.
Oh, there's so many like that.
Very talented.
There's so many like that.
Yeah, but she's on a
like, what happened to them?
But she's on a stupid sci-fi show, which is essentially Muppets in space, because the other characters are fucking Muppets. And when I first watched it, I go, this is the dumbest goddamn show I've ever seen in my life. Ben Browder too. Ben Browder's highly, highly underrated actor as well. Great acting skills, both of them. It just makes me sick. I don't know why they didn't get jobs. Probably because they didn't play the game, whatever the game is. I don't know, but very sad. What else does she have in her? Marvel. Well, yeah, of course, Marvel. Robert Downey Jr., that guy is just amazing. Nothing. I mean, that guy went from being in the club, the brat club or whatever they called it, to totally
Brat Pack.
Yeah, the Brat Pack.
Brat Pack.
To totally fucking up his life, to looking what he's doing now. I mean, that guy is just.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had all the admiration.
Really good
Yeah, he's great.
He's one of those that does good things for the communities.
Oh yeah, and you really know. See, that's what. Not that I never ever would, and I know Joe Rogan just interviewed him, but it's still not on his podcast page. But I want to see how that goes. But Robert Downey Jr., from when I seen him getting interviewed, if it starts getting steered into, well, can you share about your drug use and this and that and going to jail and all that crap? He's like, this isn't what we're supposed to be talking about. And the guy kept pressing it, and he got up and left because he doesn't want to talk about it. And I don't blame him. And I don't. Well, you know what? I don't want to speak for him, because if it was me and somebody said, "Here, Tim, this is what we're going to talk about. We're going to interview you," I'll go, "Okay." And then if it starts going out of that into areas where I'm not aware of, not because I don't want to talk about them, but because you didn't fucking tell me we were going to talk about them. So I don't like that. So you can take your interview and shove it up your ass. I'm out. But I would be real curious to hear Joe Rogan talk to him, because I wouldn't be surprised if they go down that road, and if Robert Downey Jr. reciprocates or goes, I really don't want to talk about that, because I tell people the rules of my interview are this. There isn't any rules. And if I ask something that you don't want to talk about, you just say, I don't want to talk about that. And I won't.
Yeah.
I mean, what's a big fucking deal? But I would.
That's for your cat.
I would love to interview Robert Downey Jr., which will never happen, but I would love to, because that guy has such a great story, and I think he's more of a role model than he lets himself to believe, and I don't think he wants that title, probably not, but I'm just saying, the guy's nothing.
Well, because he does from the heart. He doesn't do it for the recognition.
Exactly.
That's where there's a huge difference.
Right.
And somebody like that, I have a whole lot more respect for.
Right. What is Gist? What did you tell me that was?
What?
Her list.
ST?
GIST. What is that? It must be an acronym for something. Is she saying that? Is she saying what it is? I'm not even paying attention.
No. Oh, Gist.
I remember that.
I'm not sure what that one is.
What is that, Pamela? What's her name? PamBeth. What's Gist? What is Gist? Ghost in the Shell.
Oh, Ghost in the Shell.
Oh, that's with.
Oh, I love that show.
Oh, that's a show.
I was hooked on
that
that anime so many years ago.
Wasn't that
that is such an awesome.
wasn't that a movie?
They made it into a live action movie.
Yeah, what's
they
her
made
face?
it into a
Yeah.
live action movie.
Yeah, okay.
But it was originally an anime series,
Yeah.
and it was so good.
And she's got Star Trek, which, you know what? Star Trek 2, when I first saw it, was stupid. And William Shatner with his overacting and, but once again,
That was part of the charm.
No, I know, exactly. And then you watch one too many. But there's an episode, and I don't know the name of it, but I downloaded it and I saved it. There's an episode where they have an alien on board in the very beginning that is at war with another race on the same planet, and they're destroying themselves. And this alien is painted white on the left and black on the white and on the right, and then the one he's fighting he's black on the left and white on the right. So they're flipped, and they hate each other because they're different colors only.
Yeah.
Because they're opposites. And it was such a great great episode of racism and discrimination and hate and they ended up destroying each other at the end. It was crazy. That show,
it was so enlightening.
Yes.
And that's one of the things I really love about most of the geeky shows.
The sci-fi
is that they have principles.
Right.
And they taught us so much, you know.
Well, that show was so far ahead of its time. And a lot of the gizmos, the only thing that really hasn't been invented from Star Trek now is the transporter. Everything else, the communicator was a flip phone and all the other fucking shit they got on there. It's pretty much reality now. It's crazy.
I want them to hurry up and make the food synthesizer.
That too. That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah. My old roommate and I used to joke all the time when we'd go in the kitchen trying to figure out what to make. And it's like one of us would yell out to the other one, "The food synthesizer's broken again."
Right. You know what I started watching?
They need to come up with one.
Is Voyager.
Huh.
I started watching Voyager, and I really never.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, and I never really liked it, but the woman that played 7 and 9, I'm like, well, I'm gonna watch it just because of her, because she's hot as fuck. And but I started watching the show from the very beginning, and I'm like, wow, you know what? That one in Enterprise is good too, with Scott Bakula or whatever. That's good too. They're all good, really, except Deep Space Nine. I never liked that one, but whatever.
What you should do?
What
is they're kind of out of order as far as the way they all came out.
Yeah.
But if you can look up the actual time order of them.
Yep.
And chronological order, that's the word I was looking for.
Right.
And watch them actually in order.
I will. And I'm sure
Enterprise
is probably first, I would assume.
Yes, I think Enterprise is actually the first one.
Well, it has to be, because that's where they came up with warp drive and all that other shit. So, I mean, that's got to be the first one, which is good. I think he did a great job, Scott Bakula, being a captain of one of the Star Trek series. I mean, at first he didn't convince me, and kind of like the Han Solo movie with the kid playing Han Solo. But I just watched that movie again the other night, and why Woody Harrelson didn't get Best Supporting Actor for a movie beats the shit out of me. But this kid, the more I watch that movie, the more he convinces me. That's a really good movie, actually. So
it really is.
Yeah.
And I love the way that they are putting in, or they're coming up with shows, and they've got a lot of cartoons now. I've got to go through and watch all those still. But I totally lost my train of thought. Wow.
It's all right.
That just totally went out the window.
We're talking about we're talking about Han Solo movie.
Oh yeah, and I was actually really impressed with the Han movie. I was really wondering where they were going to take it and how they were going to actually do it.
Yeah.
And they did a good job, in my opinion.
Well, you brought up the chronological thing, and I have Disney Plus. So when you click on Star Wars, they show them in order, and they don't. And in my opinion, they don't show them in the right order. Because somebody that wants to get into Star Wars, you don't start with episode 4. You just don't.
Well, no, you don't. You start with 1.
Yeah, you start with right, but that's not what they have. They have 4. They have them the way they came out, and I'm like, Disney ain't gonna listen to me. But listen, I'm old enough when I saw Star Wars at 13 in the theater, and I've seen the whole evolution of this crap. And 4 is not 1. 1 is 1. So they need to change that shit. Because if somebody watches it the way they have it, starting with episode 4, it's going to be like, wait a minute. It's
all messed up.
Although that's the way I seen it and everybody else around my age. But, the new generation or the millennials, if they can pay attention for more than 5 minutes watching the fucking thing, it should start with 1.
Exactly.
Whatever.
Yeah, I remember when they came out. And... I remember being told that it was the middle 3 books. And that it threw me off, because it was like, why didn't they just start from the beginning? Why did they decide to start in the middle?
I don't know. I fucking don't. Well, yeah, I think George Lucas did it around that episode 4, thinking that there were going to be more, but a lot of people don't know he was a rebel and did that on a shoestring and did it all entirely. Everything. It's like going to Vegas and putting all your money on black or red and roulette, and he spun the wheel. So I don't think he knew that it was going to be like it was, and when it was, and he's like, oh shit, so I got to make a sequel, because you can't go back. If the first one is that successful, you can't go back. You're going to piss a lot of people off. So you got to keep going. And then they finally decided to do the prequels and whatever. But
yeah,
I don't know.
I think the rumor that I heard about it was that he really didn't think it was going to take off the way it did.
Right.
And
how could
you? He just started where he wanted to start, because he didn't think it was going to be a hit anyway.
Right. Exactly.
And now it's a culture.
It's a cult. Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
I mean, it's literally a subculture, just like Star Trek is.
Yeah, I know. Like you just said, Picard's starting, so I can't really wait for that. But is that going to be just streaming, or is that going to be on CBS? It's
supposed to be on CBS.
Okay, good. Then I can watch it.
I want to say it starts the 23rd, but I'm not sure on that. I know it's starting soon.
Here you go. PamBeth put them in order. Enterprise, Star Trek Next Generation, Star Trek Deep Space Nine, which is boring as fuck, Star Trek Voyager, then whatever is on CBS, which would be Picard. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it starts in a week or two. They've been plugging the shit. What?
She actually does not have Discovery in there. And Discovery is between it's before Kirk.
Is that the black chick?
Because at the end of the season,
yeah.
At the end of the season, we have the original captain, the one before Kirk.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name right now. And you have Kirk and Spock as young men. So
okay,
that one would be before the original Star Trek. And that. I think they have 2 seasons of that one.
And is that the black chick is the captain?
And instead of doing another one. Yeah. No, she's not the captain.
Oh, she's not?
She's one of the crew.
She's an officer?
Yeah, she's one of the crew.
Okay. Huh.
And she's got a really cool backstory.
Yeah, I saw one episode where she flies off in a spacesuit and runs into I think it's a Klingon. She ends up killing him. And then they think she's missing. I don't know. But I just watched that one episode. I'd really like to watch more of that, but I haven't seen any more than that. So.
Yeah, definitely start from the beginning of it so you get the whole backstory on her.
Okay.
Michael, that's her name.
Yeah, I don't know.
Her name in the show is Michael.
Okay. Let's see. What the fuck else?
Boy, we just totally geeked out today, didn't we?
Hey, like, what's the show about? I don't know. What do you want it to be about? It's about Star Trek. Well, it's stupid. I don't want to listen to that. Okay, well then no, I don't really care. Iron Man. Yeah, I don't know where they're gonna go with
Have you ever gone through all the DC or Marvel movies and watched them in order?
No.
That's another task for you.
Well, I'll tell you what. My favorite is, although I like Daredevil, and then Ben Affleck's wife, or Jennifer Garner, is what the hell was she? Her character was cool. But by far, I love Wonder Woman. And I mean, that was just a fucking phenomenal movie.
See, I still go back to the 70s Wonder Woman.
Linda Carter, right. Yeah.
No comparison.
No, there's not.
Just no comparison.
No, but in her defense, I forgot her name, that plays the new Wonder Woman. Elektra, that's it. Yeah, that's really good. She's badass. They couldn't have, besides another Linda Carter, which is impossible. I think she did a great job. I can't take that away from her.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm definitely not knocking the new Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that,
right.
For me growing up with Wonder Woman, and being a little girl.
Well, it's like if they redid the $6 Million Man, forget it, because that's Lee Majors.
Yeah.
It's that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Things should be sacred.
Yeah, it totally is.
Yeah, I mean, I heard Jim Carrey was going to do it because they were going to come out with another one, and I'm like, oh my God, that would be horrible. Because number one, it's not a comedy. Jim Carrey can't act serious to save his life. I heard Adam Sandler from a friend just tried to do a serious role movie, and my friend walked out of the movie. It was so bad. So it's like, the point of all that is that you have to leave some things alone. And Jim Carrey playing the $6 Million Man ain't gonna work.
No, that's just not. That's not a good match.
Nope.
He made a great Riddler, though.
No, that's different. Yeah, and Arnold made a great Mr. Freeze, and oh my God, in the Batman thing. I just wish they'd pick.
I love those Batman movies from that that time frame.
I did too. I wish they'd just pick one and let him fucking play Batman. I don't know what the big deal is. It's as bad as Spider-Man. How many fucking Spider-Mans have we had?
Oh, a bunch.
Yeah.
And part of the problem is that they're trying to make it, and I get it. And I do like the newer movies, but they're making them more dramatic instead of campy. And that was one of the charms of Batman, was how campy it was.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And I don't know. I can appreciate the newer ones for their own value.
Right.
But I still prefer those older ones, that they were just more like a comic book.
Hey, go ahead and comment here with, what's her name? PamBeth here, because you guys are talking about Wonder Woman 1984. I got to run the bathroom quick. I don't want to end the show yet. Is that cool? To her. Well, you can talk to her about it. Not that she can talk back to you, but I just don't want to go. You're going to have to wait a minute and not say anything. You know what I mean? So play with her in the chat room. I'll be right back. Hang on.
Okay. I'm actually looking up Wonder Woman 1984 just because I got to find out what this is. I hadn't heard of it. Oh, so it's coming out June 4th in Brazil. That's interesting. I'm definitely going to have to look into, or keep an eye open for the Wonder Woman 1984. Did you see that, Pam? Did you see that it is actually being done in Brazil? And so my guess is it's probably going to end up coming on to Netflix because I've actually seen quite a few South American movies and shows from Brazil on Netflix, and they're really good.
Hello?
Welcome back.
Yeah, thanks. What'd I miss?
So I found the Wonder Woman 1984,
Mm-hmm.
and it's actually being made and released in Brazil, and it's supposed to come out June 4th, 2020.
Cool.
And I was just making a comment that my guess is it will probably go to Netflix
Yeah.
because Netflix has got actually quite a few really good shows from South America. They're dubbed over in English, and they are so good. There's a show on there called The 3%, and it is freaking awesome. You should watch that sometime.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I started watching that family one, and I couldn't get to it. It was about some guy. I don't want to get into it and get off track here, but I watched like 2 episodes, and I couldn't handle it anymore because I don't know. Just now, I'll try to watch it again, but it didn't really grab me. So, but this one,
Well, like I said, I've tried to watch it a few times now, and I haven't gotten very far into it.
yeah, I'm just like I'm like, yeah,
It's a bit of a rough watch.
But what'd you
That's
say?
interesting information, though.
Yeah, no, I got that part of it, but I'm like, you know, it's in that weird cult thing, just on the verge of Scientology, and it's just, you know, it's like I really don't want to dive into that because I don't
be in the right frame of mind.
Yeah, I don't want to go down another fucking rabbit hole, man. I haven't been down enough of them. So it's like, you know, well, who's this guy and what are they doing? And wow, and it's like, you know what? I want to have fun. You know, I want to just have provoking thoughts and talk about sci-fi crap today. You know, whatever.
If I go down rabbit holes, I want to be able to meet the caterpillar and the Cheshire cat. So.
Right. Yeah, I'm too many trips on Alice in Wonderland. I don't fucking really want to do that much anymore. I will sometimes if it intrigues me, but it never ends up well. So I just don't want to do that. So, Chris Helmsworth would be a good $6 million man. $1 million man? What is he, cheaper now? So she put 1 million. It's a typo. Or Jammin' Dorian. Who the fuck is that? Jamie Dorian, probably. Who's that?
I don't know.
I don't know who Jamie Dorian is. Chris Helmsworth, though, I wouldn't argue that. That would be.
Yeah.
That would be a good pick for casting, actually. I never even thought of him. That's a good one. Morpheus. Oh, are they really coming out with The Matrix 4?
Supposedly. And supposedly they're releasing John Wick 4 on the same day.
That's another guy that's amazing. I typed YouTube last night. I typed Keanu Reeves. And Ellen DeGeneres interviewed him right when John Wick 3 came out or whatever. And Ellen brought up, God, I can't even think of Bullock. What's her first name? Sandra Bullock. When they did Speed. And Ellen played a clip when she had Sandra Bullock on her show talking about Keanu Reeves and Speed. And I don't know if it's when Speed came out, probably, but Sandra said that she had a crush on Keanu Reeves. And it was hard for her to act around him because she said he was so handsome and everything. So Ellen played that clip for Keanu. And he said, well, that's kind of weird because I had a crush on her too. So that was weird. Yeah, that was. And then they showed a picture of them together. They would have made a great couple. It's like, damn.
Yeah, they would have.
Yeah.
And they're both really good people, so that would have been a power couple right there.
Yeah, and I'm like, that guy's such a great guy. I know he's been through hell and this and that and everything else, and he still takes the train and gets up for if a woman's standing and a let her have. I mean, that guy's just a perfect gentleman and a great, you know. That's why I looked him up, because there ain't too many people in this world, especially in Hollywood, that do that, and I actually admire and respect, and he's definitely one of them. So.
Oh yeah, yeah, most definitely. He's one of my favorite quiet actors.
Jamie Dornan was the 50 Shades of Grey dude, Mr. Grey.
Apparently, I've never watched that movie, that set of movies.
I couldn't get through it. I don't understand you women. Here we go. You're gonna have two against one here. Anybody that can watch a movie like that and women say, you know how many women I talked to that were reading that fucking book? And I go, what do you think? Oh, I love it. I can't put it down. So then I watched the movie and I got halfway through it. And I'm like, what in the fuck is wrong with you women? That's how you want to be treated? And I'm like.
And it was such a poor example of that lifestyle. A really good one, which actually James Spader is in, is The Secretary, and that one was actually really good.
Okay,
but it was shown completely differently, and a really good set of books, believe it or not, by Anne Rice, of all people, the Vampire Lady.
Oh, okay.
She actually wrote under a pen name and did the Sleeping Beauty series, and that series is so good.
Huh. Well,
yeah.
people have told me I have to read the books, the 50 Shades of Grey books, or at least the first one, not the movie. And I'm like, I really tried watching the movie, and I'm like, I just can't. Somebody to give totally submissive to some guy.
I couldn't get into the books.
Oh, really? So you tried reading?
I couldn't even get into the books.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, I tried to read them. I tried to watch the movies, and I was just like, I like the meme that was going around forever about if it was a guy living in a mobile home and, he was poor, it would have been considered as an abusive situation.
That's true.
But because he was rich and white, then, it was all okay.
Yeah, exactly. PamBeth's asking how long the show's going to go for. Probably for, God willing, another 20 years, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we don't have anybody on after us, so we just kind of go however long we want.
Yeah, technically it's an hour show till 7, but depending on actually what we talk about in my work schedule, which right now I worked a half a day, and I know there's nothing going on now, but sometimes we'll go over, but I don't know why. Are you sick of us? Should we say goodbye? Show's over? I heard enough of this shit. And 50 Shades of Grey is a wonderful movie. You guys are assholes. Bye. Really? I don't know. It'll go. It won't go past 7:30, which is another 15 minutes. How's that sound? Is that good? I know she's not complaining. She's just asking. I just once again I can't believe it went by that fast though, because it's already an hour and 15 minutes.
It always does.
Yeah,
I don't think we've had one show that we've done together that actually ended on time, except maybe one or two that you actually had to go to work.
Yeah, I did my show yesterday for 45 minutes, which is pretty rare because I just figured what I talked about, it was a good time to end it. So I'm like, you know what? There's really not much more I can go with this, so I'm done. So I was done in 45 minutes. But whatever. What is she saying? She is
2015.
Well, yeah, I know, and it's so funny because I'm gonna sound like an asshole again, and I've been doing this since 2008 or 9 or whatever. And I come from Chicago, which has legendary radio in it, and then you get Howard Stern in it, and you listen to these people, and you go, "Well, I could do that." Really? Okay, why don't you fucking try? Because number one, you're going to be on your own. You're not going to have a news person. You're not going to have a sports person. You're not going to have commercials. You're not going to have music per se. It's just going to be you. So let's see. Yeah. Let's see how easy this really is. And I'm not trying to say that I'm great or I make it look easy or whatever. Although by time flying, that's a good indicator that it's. it goes effortlessly.
We're doing something right.
Yeah, but in the beginning, I was the same way. I'm like, oh, I can do that. Yeah, and you get on here and go, hi, this is. I mean, my voice wasn't even like. It was like, oh my God, this is horrible. Because I went back and listened to myself. I'm like, this is a little harder than I thought. So, but I encourage you, everybody. If you're listening to this or any of these shows, and you go, well, this really sucks. Why don't you go to Podbean or any podcasting thing and try it yourself and see how fucking easy this really is? Because it's not. And I have all the respect in the world for every single person that has the courage to do a show on this network or any other network or podcast. It's very difficult to do. So there you go.
It really, really is.
Yeah. What is she saying? It is. It's hard. But I know Go ahead.
No, she was just saying that she's having a great time, but she has to run an errand in a little bit.
Oh, yeah. No, we're going to be done. We're going to be done in about 15 minutes. So if it can wait. Unless you got to go pee or something and you're being sweet and a lady. And go, I really got to pee, but I can't say that. So I have to go run an errand. Okay. Whatever. Probably what it is. She's probably... No, people have busy lives. I'm glad she's just taking the time out to listen to this. So that's what we need.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of cool to have somebody to interact with. Nobody's usually up this early with us.
Well, I know, but six is not that bad. But then if you go to Florida or go to Chicago and then Florida, you're talking 7 a.m., 8 a.m. And then, of course, if you go to the West Coast, you're talking 5 a.m. But that's why it's on Spreaker, and you don't need to listen to it in real time. Yeah. But it is nice that you have people.
That's why we have the.
Yeah, I mean, 6 a.m. really isn't. I mean, what are you going to do? Get up, you pee, you make your coffee, brush your teeth, and you fucking get on here and listen to us. What's the big deal?
Listen to us while you're getting ready for work.
Well, I've had people do that. I'm listening to you on Facebook Live and I'm doing my makeup and you're making me laugh and all this shit. And I'm like, because at one point I was getting pretty, I was having like 80 to 100 people watching me on Facebook Live, just me doing it out of my mobile home at the time. I'm like, wow, this is pretty cool. So, but yeah, that's what they all said too. They're all getting ready for work, listening. So.
Yeah.
I have to run to the...
I've heard from a few people that they listen to us while they're, they just have it playing while they're getting ready for work and stuff.
Right.
But they don't interact with us.
Let's see. Oh, the DMV, good luck. Just remember when the government takes over healthcare and everything else, that's what it's going to be like, because that is one of the worst places to go to. I feel sorry for her, actually.
Our DMV is actually really... really easy, but I mean, granted, we live in a pretty small town, but when I went in to renew my driver's license, it took us like maybe 20 minutes.
Wow. Yeah, see, Chicago and Elgin and Schaumburg and all these places in Illinois that I went to forever since I started driving at 16 are horrible. Horrible. You're lucky if you get out of there in an hour.
See, that's how it was in Denver.
Well,
I hated going to the DMV there.
Yeah, I think if it's more populated, obviously it's going to get busier because they understaff the places. But I went to the one in Fort Collins here when I needed to go to get my license because I had to go through the whole rigmarole getting my Social Security card because this state will not let anybody get a license without a valid Social Security card. And I haven't had mine since I was a kid. So, but to get that, I had to get my birth certificate from my mom and have that and prove my identity. So I had to go to the Social Security office. It's a big pain in the ass to go get my Social Security card, which I have now. But when I went to the one in Fort Collins off of 287 and I don't know, maybe 20th Street or somewhere about that. Or no, this is up in Fort Collins, so it'd be past Loveland. Anyway, when I went there, I was in and out. It was great. It was maybe 20 minutes, like you said, for you. It's perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, Colorado has apparently the reason why we have to go through so much here to get our driver's licenses now
Mm-hmm.
is because our IDs are that real ID compliant.
Yeah, with the star on it.
And
Yep.
yeah, we have a little star. We have the little black circle with the star in it.
And mine does, because...
But
Go ahead.
yeah, that's why we have to show all that in order to get our licenses now.
Well, we have to see your papers if you go on a plane, comrade. That's what that is.
But I thought it was pretty cool though that we were already compliant with it, so we don't have to do anything else, and we don't have to pay extra for ours.
No.
Because like the states up there on the border, they actually, I think they have to pay like $40 more to get the real ID, which I thought was really weird.
Yeah, that's stupid.
I don't know. I don't understand why they charge them more to get the same ID that we're getting.
To make money?
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously.
Yeah, that's it. Because how can Colorado do it and not charge you? And they make you do all the work. Maybe you don't need real government-approved ID to get licenses in other places, but to get that real ID thing, they do the work for you and not make you do it. Because I'm telling you, it was a pain in the I would have paid somebody $40 to do it. It was a pain in the ass just to get my Social Security card. It's like, are you fucking kidding me?
But I think you still have to bring in all the same type of stuff that we do here.
No, then there's no there's no justification for that. But I saw that with all the new laws coming up, that after January 1st of 2020, if you don't have a star on your driver's license or state issued ID, you can't get on the plane. And I'm like,
they extended it to October.
Oh, isn't that nice of them? Good.
Yeah.
But no, I have it because I looked at my ID. I looked at it, and I got mine over a year ago. Actually, yeah, more than that, because it'll be 2 years in April, but it'll probably be 2 years in June or July. I don't know, because I had to go through all those hoops to get my freaking Social Security card. But yeah, it had it on there, and I'm like, oh well, good. But I'm like, but really? I mean, really? I gotta have a little star on my fucking license to get on a plane? Like, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yep.
Whatever you say. I mean, what are you gonna? You can't not comply, or you won't fly. Which really wouldn't bother me too much because I hate flying. But whatever.
It's been years since I've been on a plane.
Yeah, I'd rather drive. If it's 8 hours, I'd rather drive, because by the time you get up and you get ready and you go through some fucking security, and then you get on a plane, you take off and you land, you get your shit, and you get picked up, you're looking at 8 hours anyway, even if it is a 4-hour flight. It's ridiculous. So then you got to rent a car if you don't have family picking you up. It's like, you know what? I'd just rather drive. I can deal with this shit. Whatever.
I'd rather drive anyway, just because I like to see the country.
Oh, it's beautiful, especially on a bike. I'm going to take a trip here in May on Memorial Day weekend and go to Iowa, and then after that, I'm either going to probably go down through Texas and backtrack through Kansas and all that and come back here, because I really want to see that on a bike. It's going to be very nice.
Oh, yeah.
Not to mention by the end of summer this year, I'm going to go everywhere in this state on my bike, all the way down to, Pueblo or whatever, and then I'm going to go far west, and I'm going to go up north, go through all that, and go through Steamboat and whatever over there, and pretty much seeing the whole north of Colorado, but I want to see the west, and I'm not crazy about going east because you get away from the Rocky Mountains, so I'm not going to really do that. So
there's actually a really neat way to go, like, around the mountains south. If you go to the south, then you can actually cut through around the mountain. You go through a little bit of it, but not very much.
Really?
And yeah, and then you go up, then you come back up north along the west side of the mountain.
Oh, I would love that. So is it past the Springs? How far south you got to go?
I believe so, because I was looking at it when I was watching the fires that were out by Red.
Yeah.
And that was when I noticed, oh, hey, there's a roundabout way to get around the mountain.
Yeah, I'd like that because I love the mountains,
have
but some of them freak me out a little bit sometimes. So
yeah, that ride on 70 across those mountains, it can be pretty scary sometimes.
yeah, I remember that coming back from Vegas when my son and I moved all our personal belongings from our second home in Vegas and came through there at midnight. Really wasn't a lot of fun. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when we moved out here, we left before dark, but we got you know how it is when you're moving, you never leave on time.
Right.
And we finally got out here like just before midnight, and driving a U-Haul and dragging a car behind me, I went through that mountain really slow. That trip took me about 6 hours.
Well, it's intimidating, and you don't really know how much of an incline it is until you hit the gas pedal and the freaking car ain't going anywhere, you know, because you're climbing a mountain. Yeah.
Or you're going down and trying to pump your brakes so you don't burn your brakes.
Exactly. Yep. It's interesting.
Oh, yeah, that was I'm
Uh-oh. I didn't do that. Melissa dropped out. So, anyway, I'm sure she'll call back. How rude. Just talking and biddle-doot. I didn't do it. I didn't touch nothing. Wasn't me. So, I'm sure she'll call back here in a second. If she don't, then I'll end the show, but she'll figure it out. She'll be like, "Hey, where did you go?" Yay. Where's she at? There she is. I knew she'd call back. Hello, Chinese takeout. May I take your order, please?
Yeah, my phone decided to cut off again.
I could tell.
I don't know how long I was talking to myself.
It just not long. That maybe 10 seconds. So it was like, oh,
okay,
just hung on. It's as bad as Skype. Skype does the same shit. I don't know what's up, but voice over internet protocol still don't work.
But yeah, it's really a gorgeous drive. Terrifying, but gorgeous.
Oh, yeah. And then Utah is amazing, too. That reminds me of the Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote or whatever, going through that crap. Oh, my God. It's so beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, I've driven around pretty much most of the U.S., with the exception of, like, the Northeast and the Northwest.
Yeah, that's another trip I want to go to. I hear Moab's really cool, and then I want to go up to Salt Lake City and do that, and hopefully the Mormons don't kidnap me and keep me hostage because I really want to get the hell out of there. But I hear that's a beautiful place, so I want to go see that too.
Yeah, Moab is just beyond incredible. My daughter got to go out there on a high school trip and was just amazed. It's actually only about 2 hours from here.
Yeah, because it's like 4 from here, so that's what I keep hearing. So I'm going to check that out.
Yeah.
PamBeth's going bye-bye. Thanks, PamBeth. Thanks for joining. Liked it. Good luck.
Have a great day, Pam.
Yeah, have a great day. Have fun at that DMV, getting your picture taken. Whatever. Why should you got to get her picture taken? It's weird.
Maybe for ID.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it could be. I don't know. Whatever. State ID? I don't know. Whatever. It's her business. I'm just saying.
Passport? No, passports you get at the post office.
Right. That's what I did when I got mine, like 13 years ago.
You need to get one.
Mine's expired. I got to get it renewed. It's fucking crazy. Because I want to go on one more cruise in the Caribbean, whatever. Oh, my God. What fun. I'll go by myself. I don't give a fuck. It was so much fun. So much fun. I got
I've always wanted to do a cruise.
Oh, so much fun. I got second-degree burns on my shins, though, because we stopped at wherever they make Malibu rum, wherever that was. And I was out jet skiing and had a blast. And you're right on the fucking equator. And my ass is white to begin with, although I have Native American Indian in me. But I didn't have a tan yet. So I burn and then I tan. But my shins got second-degree burns on them. And it was so painful. Oh my God. Yeah, it was bad. It was really bad. Yep. And I wasn't out that long. A couple hours at the most. Bad. I got fried. I got fucking fried. But live and learn, I guess.
Yeah.
But I got to do that. All right. Well, good. See you tonight, Mel. Oh, she's coming back tonight. So she's like an avid fan then. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, she watches Ron every night.
Wow.
Every night. And then she ends up hanging out because we had the chat that had everybody's chats in it.
Mm-hmm.
She would see us chatting in there and say good morning to us and stuff, but she wasn't. She didn't know that there was actually like a different page to go to listen.
Oh. Well, people will figure.
I mean, that's understandable because
Right.
it wasn't real self-explanatory.
Exactly. Yeah, you got to navigate as you go and figure it out, and that's what this is. But I'm just telling you now, if I didn't like this was stupid, I would tell you, but it's not. I like this.
I would hope so.
Oh, no. Yeah, I would tell you, but it's also good. I like this a lot. This is really cool. You did a good job on this.
Yeah, I'm liking this chat program. It's like $50 a month, but it would be worth it. So.
Well, yeah, if you get people in here and more. I mean, PamBeth just came in. I think you invited her though, but that was cool. So.
Well, yeah, I saw her chatting in Ron's chat, and so I let her know that we were live over here.
Well, do you have more privileges on the admin side, or are you seeing what we see?
No, I actually when I'm on the website, I actually see what everybody else sees.
Oh, okay, cool.
Just say everybody else. I actually have to go to a different website to do any admin type stuff.
You know, really quick to save you time and aggravation, could the video not be working because I closed my Facebook account?
No, because it's supposed to go. It goes out to. It's working fine on our Facebook page.
Right.
On the Freedom Revolution business page.
Okay.
It's working fine. So it's. I need to go in there and check the settings and make sure that it is able to be shared.
Cool.
And that it's not like on friends only or something like that.
Got it.
I think there's something messed up with the settings.
So it's shared.
I'll figure it out.
It's shared from the Facebook page to this page?
For right now, until we can afford to upgrade the video programming.
Got it.
It's like $100 a month.
No, fuck that.
Do the live streaming
fuck that.
Directly to the page.
No,
so.
you know, I got a friend that started a business and, you know, she signed up for this and that and everything else. I'm like, you know, you can't, and I hate saying it because people think you're an asshole. It's like you can't get into all this stuff with all these outflows when you don't have an income. You know, you just can't do that.
Right.
But they don't get it. Like, well, yeah, but I got to do it because, you know, blah, blah. Because, no, you don't. If you got to do it, then figure it out.
Extra handwork.
Yeah.
You know, do a little extra handwork so you're not stretching yourself too thin.
There you go. And if there's a will, there's a way. And, just don't follow everybody else like a lemming because everybody else does it a certain way. You know, well, it's gonna be $100 a month, and you know everybody else is doing it. Fuck everybody else, and you'll figure it out and see you are. So that's what's great. Yeah,
I mean, it takes me 2 minutes to get the video live on the website, which everybody's got a little bit of an intro to their shows anyway. So
right.
I've usually got it on before the intro's done.
Cool. Yeah.
And it's $100 less a month.
Well, my intro's just.
So.
Hi, this is the Red Pill Show. Okay, what are we going to talk about? I got a piece of paper here. We could go off of that. It's an hour. Oh my God. Whatever. All right. Well, that was cool. I'm going to go because it's 7:30. Time to make the donuts. Get the fuck out of here. Although there's not going to be any work. So, because the weather's just, I'm slow when the weather's like in the 40s and 50s and sunny because nobody needs heating and nobody needs air conditioning. So I sit around with my thumb in my ass. Although I get paid 40 hours, which I've never worked anywhere where I was on a salary. I'm hourly, but I'm salary. It's weird. I love it, but I don't like not working. So.
No.
But I'm gonna have to call in.
I work all the time.
I know you do because you're quote unquote a business owner on top of all the other shit you're doing. You never get a day off. People don't understand that.
I cannot sit and watch a movie. I literally cannot do it.
Really?
Yeah.
I love
to be doing. There's always something else I could be doing that's more productive.
Oh, you're one of. So you think you're wasting time?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're one of them. Yeah, I get it.
I don't know how to relax.
Well, you better learn because going to the movies is like that's my quiet time, and I love doing it. And I'll go by myself. I don't care. I don't fucking. I love watching movies. It's great at the theater. Yeah, I love it. But all right, well, I'll let you go. I'm not going to be in here tomorrow because I got a service meeting that I got to go to and be down in Inglewood by 7. So we're just going to have to come back on Monday. So, or
I will put a note up on the page.
Yeah, or if it's slow again and I get home early, maybe I'll just jump on in the afternoon if there's a slot open and like I did last time and do that. So. All right.
Yeah, I need to send you my phone number so that way you can text me since you're not on Facebook anymore.
Yeah.
So that way we have a line of communication.
Yeah, that's fine. That's perfect. And how are you gonna do that in private?
Well, I can either private message you on here.
That's fine.
Yes. And by the way, just an FYI.
Yeah.
If you click on somebody's name in the chat,
yep,
you can actually send them a private message.
There you go. Perfect.
And helps if you have your number lock on if you're trying to put numbers.
Yeah, they'd be like, "How come it's not typing them?" There you go. I just got it. Far out.
Pretty cool, huh?
I will. Yeah, that is fucking cool. Yeah, I'm just so sick of fucking Facebook, man. It's a necessary evil. I don't fucking want it anymore. Let me see here.
If I didn't have to be on there for work, I wouldn't be on there.
Oh my God, it's just gonna get worse with the erection. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna watch all the spewing hate again and everything else because no matter who wins, half of the people are gonna be pissed.
There's gonna be a bunch of nastiness coming up for the next year.
Exactly, and I just don't want to see it.
I don't want to see it.
No, I don't either. I'm done with it. It kind of served its purpose for me. I reconnected with a lot of people, but for me, enough's enough. I don't want to get dragged. It's like a fish going after a hook with bait on it, a big fat worm. And when people start posting stuff, I get sucked into it. Because I told people, I go, you know what I post? A lot of it's reshared. Except when I type a big dissertation of something, that's coming from me in my heart and saying things. But things that are shared, that are on my wall, are shared. It's not like I'm going out looking for this crap. Oh, that'd be good. I got to share this. Oh, I got to share. It's like, bam, it's there. It's like, fuck, and I get sucked into it and I share it. And I'm tired of that too. So, I mean, I know myself good enough where I just don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to keep reliving Groundhog's Day with all this shit. I want to move on. So.
Right. There's so many other things we can be talking about and having discussions about, which, I mean, granted, that's part of why we developed the network.
Right.
Is so that we can get away from all that crap and actually have discussions.
Yeah, and the thing is, people that they text or they write on Facebook don't have the balls to say it coming out of their mouth. So if you really want to share your opinions or what you really think, why don't you say it? Because this is the place to do that. And you can do it here without being judged or ridiculed or whatever. But if that's how you really feel, then come on here and say it. Yeah. And we'll talk about it. And we'll either tell you
and here you won't.
What?
Oh, here you won't get accused of being this or that. And
labeled.
People will actually have a real open discussion with you instead of just berating you and putting you down.
Exactly. So, and then, you'd be amazed at how many people think the way you do. And then if you're really off base, then you're going to have people telling you that you're off base, but you can't get all hurt and sensitive about it. It's like, you got to think about it to question your own views to find out the truth. And that's exactly what this show's about. So,
yeah.
And the network as well, I'm sure. Just everybody has their own different show to do that. But in the end, that's what it's all about. Yeah. So.
And hopefully we'll get some new hosts on soon that have even more wide range topics.
Right. And even talk about stupid sci-fi Star Wars shit, which is fine with me.
That was great.
Hey, man.
Nothing like a good morning of geeking out.
Oh, my God. You want to talk about sci-fi and motorcycles and guitars and that? I mean, I'm there. I'll be in books, in movies and all. I mean, there's an endless supply of that. I mean, it's like, well, like she said, what's the show about? I don't know. And then she took it.
Whatever we happen to talk about.
Yeah, but she's the one that took it in that direction. She brought up all the sci-fi shit.
We went with it.
Yeah, you tell me what the show's about. I have no fucking idea. So post something in a chat room or call in, and then that's what I hate on the Spreaker thing. What are you going to talk about? And I usually say, I don't fucking know. We'll find out.
Whatever happens to come up.
Yeah, I had no inkling or desire to steer or talk about sci-fi, but because PamBeth came on and brought it up, that was most of the show. So there you go. Yeah, and that's what people have said, well, I want to do a show. I go, okay, but I don't know what to talk about. I go, talk about whatever the fuck you want to talk about. And then when people interact, the topics will come. Same thing with an interview. People want to know, well, what are you going to talk? What are you going to ask? I don't know. Whatever comes up. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I really need to know. I need to know what we're going to talk about. I don't fucking know. We can talk about you and whatever else comes up. Me?
Yeah.
Sci-fi, Star Trek, whatever you want to talk about. Doesn't matter. I hate that whole scripted. Yeah. Well, you can't say this, and you can. That's why I can never do this for anybody, no matter who they are. Well, Tim, we like your show, we like you, we think some talent, blah 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 blah. But you're going to talk about this, and you're not going to talk about that. It's like, you know what? Fuck you. I don't care if you pay me $1 million a year. I can't do this because I'm not going to be the same personality, whatever it is, because you're not letting me do what I do, which is spontaneity. I can't be structured.
Yeah.
I can't be tamed. I'm a sexy bitch, baby. I'm a wild stallion. You can't cage me. And if you try, it ain't going to work because it never has and it never will. I mean, I got married and it's kind of being caged, but that's a different story. But in any case, yeah, I can't do it that way. It's not going to work. So.
Well, and that's one of the cool things about hosting on Freedom Revolution is that there are not really very many boundaries.
No.
We have a few, but very few. And, your shows can be whatever you want them to be about.
Right. Yeah, and that's great.
If you have a specific topic you want to talk about, then great. Talk about that topic.
Yeah,
but
and that's
if you want to have just a general show where you talk about whatever happens to come up, that's cool too.
Yeah, it's kind of like a buffet, It's like it's a buffet, which is the network, but here there's this and there's that and there's this, and you can talk about whatever the fuck you want to talk, but it all comes back to it's a buffet. It's a big I don't know, it's just a lot of choices, and people can do whatever they want under the network, which is really cool. So I'm glad that you guys are doing that. So
we're trying.
Nah, it'll take time. I don't know what's going to happen, but this chat room is definite. This chat room with being able to talk to people calling in, which will be the final dimension of this, that's it. I mean, then it's game over. It'll be exponential. So.
Yeah. I'm really anxious for Andy to finish our custom chat. that thing's going to be freaking amazing.
Well, there you go. Because you mark
We're
my
gonna have all kinds of cool functions.
exactly, and you mark my words in this conversation and moment in time that when this chat room gets so big on this show and others, these people in this chat room ain't even going to be listening to what the fuck I'm talking about. They're going to go off in their own different little world and conversation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it'll be like, whoa. It'll be like, and it evolves into something totally different, which is cool. I don't have a problem with it. But I mean, it's not like
that's one of the things I love about watching Ron's chat.
Yeah.
Is the group of people that follow him. They get in that chat and they talk about all kinds of stuff in addition to what's being talked about.
Right, but the spark is Ron's show. So, and then the spark would be this show. So that's what's great about it. It's not like I'm a teacher and I'm watching you kids in the class. It's like, hey, you're not paying attention. You can't talk about that. God damn it. We're talking about Star Trek. Don't talk about Netflix and or whatever. No, let them talk about whatever the fuck they want, because then they're going to attract more people to come in and talk about what they want to talk. And then it just goes freaking, like I said, exponential growth. It just goes off on its own. It's really cool. Yeah. I've seen it.
And with the way this show is, I mean, everybody that's talking in chat, just like this morning, we were picking up off of what Pam was talking about.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have no problem talking about. People can call in and talk about whatever they want. I don't care if it's on the. Well, no, you can't. We can't talk about that because we're talking about Star Wars again. If they want to talk about whatever, yeah, let's talk about it. I don't care. I don't have to be. That's a nice thing about having ADD. I don't have to give focus and attention to everything and say no. This is the subject. This is what we're talking about. Can't talk about that. Like, no, talk about whatever the fuck you want. Doesn't bother me a bit. So I'm excited.
Sometimes I think ADD is actually a blessing versus a bad thing.
Oh, I think so, because you're a free thinker and you're not indoctrinated, and you can actually have some critical thinking. So that's what we need.
And you can bounce from topic to topic and never miss a beat.
That's true, which is a talent. Which is a talent, but in the education system, it's a distraction.
Yeah, they don't like us very much in education.
Exactly. So, conformity. There's no conformity here. It's the frickin' internet. So there you go.
What's normal?
Beats the shit out of me. I know it's not me. So.
What if we're the normal ones? That's kind of scary, huh?
Well, that's perception, and that's a very interesting thing. What is normal? Right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We could talk. I bet we could talk for hours on what's normal.
Well, let's talk about that on Monday after we talk about hemp and pot and CBD oil. Fucking whatever. Oh my God. Gonna have a
our running end of the show joke now.
Yeah, that's right. Today, that people won't get it. It's like, how come they say that every time and they never talk about it? Exactly. That's why. Now you got it. That'll be the inside joke. People understand what it is. So, but all right. Well, I got to call in and get out of here. I mean, time's flying again. It's going on 10 to 8. I really have to go.
Yep.
So.
Okay. You have a great day, dude.
All right, Melissa. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.
Talk to you Monday.
All right. See you then. Bye-bye. All right. Today was Marissa. So here we go. I really got to go. I got to call in, figure out what's going on. So have a great day. I will not be on tomorrow because duty calls. And but maybe I'll be on later in the day. So anyway, regardless, share the show. Thanks to PamBeth coming in the chat room. You're the show, man. That's all I can tell you. You're the show. What's the show about? It's about you. Whatever you want to call in, talk about, chat about, I will. If I see it. And if I don't talk about it, it's not because I don't want to talk about it. I just didn't see it. Because this chat room, when it gets more than 5 to 10 people, 20, 30, 50, 100, it's damn near impossible to keep track of it. But regardless of that, and then calling in, when we get that set up, you can call in and talk about anything you want. Because that's what the original Red Pill show is about. and to make you think. So anyway, there you go. Gotta go. Time to make the donuts. Have a great day, and please share the show. You have been listening to another exciting episode of the original Red Pill Show.